lift my voice is lifted. Gifted, I foresaw the end, I ripped it. The whole enchilada with a side of avocado. I came down from my fences, desperados. My flow should be sold at low. Next to the 2x4s, an electric range stove. The bolts and screws, home and approved. Gentiles and Jews, penning on views. Broken for you, my moment approaching. The coaching, the ocean is waving. The money I'm saving, the arrest I'm evading. The models I'm dating, this cup of mine keep cascading. God has engraved me into the palm of his hand. I'm in the best hands. I be washing Jeezy's dishes, pots and pans. I beat the law, the land. I speak because I can. Legalize blacks, legislate that. Hurry up, please, because a brother can't breathe. Kaepernick kneel, the world stood still. The level of hate was so unreal. I foresaw the end right before the hook. Hating is not a good look. I took from the good book. I feel like a tree planted by a river brook. Let me cook them surgically with this sword. Will put my vocal cord itching to release the source of my peace. I'm flipping verses on these tracks like an acrobat. Yeah, glory to the Father, he implemented a plan. Jesus carried it out, it is finished. The Spirit empowered, blessing after blessing. We win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. We win this, we win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. My spirit smile, my spirit smiles. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Think about it, think about it. Man, Jesus did that. We win this, we win this. My spirit get it. We win this. Do you hear what I'm saying? We win this. My knees buckle, my spirit chuckle. We win this, we win this. Oh.
Good morning. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. Listen, I told y'all in the morning we will be dealing with more current events, world news, what's going on inside of the world. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Listen, we working. We on the grind. When I say we working, y'all, we are working. Listen, if you love the stream, support via Cash App. Send super chats on the No 304 show, but those that are on the Trader Truth Teller side, listen, the Cash App is pinned at the top. All right, it's pinned at the top. Bluerayfitness. Hey, Stan, what's good on 4666? What's good with you? How you doing? Good morning, my G. Everything is lovely. We working. Like I told you, I'm gonna start bringing y'all morning content, bringing y'all morning shows. Some of y'all might know what's going on. Some of y'all might not. But this morning, we're going to be talking about American citizens at war. Not literal war, but they're bringing opposition toward ICE agents, y'all. So that's what's really going on. We are going to be, what's going on, Brother Keon? How you doing, my brother? Appreciate you for pulling up. We are going to be showing some videos, y'all, dealing with ICE agents and American citizens. And I really want to know what y'all opinions are on these particular videos and things that are transpiring across the world. Listen, what I am going to be doing for y'all that like to get in shape, a lot of y'all know me, Blueray, a world-class strength and conditioning coach, and I'm going to be putting out content for y'all that want to get in shape. Right? I'm 44. I'm in better shape than half the world. Literally, that's not bragging. That's just speaking facts. Right? So, what I'm going to be doing is on my Patreon, I'm going to create a Patreon specifically for people that want to get in shape. Whether you have a son that's in high school, a young grandchild, and you want to take them to the next level and prepare them, for middle school, high school. I'm going to have different tiers. I'm going to be working on different content because I know I have a great men following, but also for the ladies, you can already go. I'm going to put it in the description, Trap Fitness with Pretty Girls, TFWPrettyGirls.com. You get 24-hour access for the men they got a nice wife, they have a nice young lady that they might want to make a wife. Listen, I'm not gonna give you business, even if you have a little extra on the side, which is none of my business. But listen, we gonna help them get in shape, right? So if you want for the ladies to get in shape, I already have that on my Patreon, right? All right, so you got Patreon /Trap Fitness with Pretty Girls. So we paying the bills. I will put the description inside of the comments. So I already had a program for the ladies ready. Fellas, I'm working on y'all. But if you want to set up a one-on-one and you're not in the Dallas, Texas, because y'all know I'm in Dallas, Oak Cliff, born and raised, you can email me at the email that's going across the banner. Y'all see the email that's going across the banner? You can email me right there, and we can do a one-on-one session via FaceTime. All right. I know some of us don't have iPhone. You don't have an iPhone. We're going to have to do it through Facebook or IG, but we're going to figure it out. All right. But like I said, I just don't want to do content. I like helping people, taking people to the next level in fitness. So we're going to start right there. Even if you want a meal plan, I would do a customized meal plan. But that's enough of that. Let me drink this agua. All right, before we get into the video, y'all, how do I sound? Is the sound good? That's what I need to know. Is the sound good? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a 1. If it's not good, give me a 2. We're going to have some problems. I have to do some more calibrating to my setup. Y'all, I'm working, trying to take this thing to the next level, right? I'm on my webcam. I'm not on my actual big camera because somebody forgot to charge it up. I appreciate that, Keon. I forgot to charge the goddamn. I forgot to charge the goddamn camera up, but it's all good. All right, so let's go ahead. I know y'all tired of hearing me rambling, right? But first off, before we get into the videos, I really want to know. I need the chat to talk to me. How do y'all truly feel about the ICE agents and what they're doing right now? I want to know what y'all. I'm gonna read the chat. So you don't now. If you're on the No 304 side, you can send a super chat if you have something specifically you want me to read. But those on the Trader Truth Teller side, just put in the comments. How do y'all feel about the ICE agents and what they're doing right now? I will be reading the comments and we're gonna talk about this, y'all. You know what? If y'all wanna come up, you know what? I'm gonna drop the link. Even if you want to come up and review some of this content with me, I'll bring you up. I don't even have a problem with that. Let me drop the link in the chat so if somebody want to come up. But if you don't want to come up, that's fine. Just put a comment inside of the comments and I'll just read it. But I want to know, how do y'all feel about these ICE agents and what they're doing right now? Me personally, I say get out these people way and let them do their job. That's me though. And I will explain why. Not only that, I have some very good content that could substantiate why I'm saying what I'm saying. We got the Black Panther Party popping out, y'all. I hadn't heard from the Black Panther Party since God knows when. You know what? Was the Black Panther Party sliding for a lot of these foundation of Black Americans or African Americans when a lot of these brothers were, well, for the brothers that have been unalive, we know like Tamir Rice. Did y'all see the Black Panther Party when Tamir Rice, when that happened to him? Somebody help me out. Eric Gardner, Trayvon Brown. Somebody help me out. Was the Black Panther Party popping out for those people? Like, somebody got to help me out because I don't remember seeing them. Me personally, do y'all remember seeing the Black Panther Party when when some of these young men were being unalived? Did we see the Black Panther Party? I'm confused. I'm waiting for y'all in the comments. Y'all not talking to me. Talk to me quick. Don't talk to me. Talk to me quick. Don't talk to me slick. Was the Black Panther Party popping out? Is the question. Because I don't remember seeing none of these Negroes. Hold on real quick, y'all. We're going to cue this up real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to show some videos, y'all. Because I'm confused, y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm confused. Y'all might not be confused, but I'm confused. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Did y'all see the Black Panther Party when Mike Brown was unalived? What's the old boy in Minnesota? George Floyd. Eric Gardner. Somebody help me out now. Matter of fact, we have Foundation of Black and American, African American people being unalived every day. And I have not seen the Black Panther Party outside. Somebody help me out. Have y'all seen the Black Panther Party before 2026? And if you have, send me the video clip or let me know the video that I can pull up to substantiate your point. And I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Because y'all can slide for immigrants. Y'all can come up and pop out for people that are not indigenous to this country. Let me know when I start lying, y'all. Let me know when I start lying. It's insane to me. How are we popping out? How are we popping out for people that are not for this country? But when something happens to our own people, we don't see them. All right. I've been waiting on y'all to talk to me, but listen, I need to make sure this is not an echo chamber and that I'm not lying and somebody prove me wrong. Not prove me wrong to embarrass me, but prove me wrong so we can do better. That's all that is. Because at this moment, from my understanding, I haven't seen them popping out for our own people, for black people. That's my whole premise. When have you seen the Black Panther Party popping out for black people? Solely. Foundation of Black Americans or African American people. I'm waiting. I'm still going to stay right here until somebody in this chat educate me. Yes, Sirski. All right, let's go ahead and play this first video, y'all. We're going to play this first video. Let's go. Let me share my screen. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn the volume up.
I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone.
Oh, when I'm here,
I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the out of my face. Thank you, officer.
Have a good day.
You have a bad one.
Everybody trying to run him over.
The fuck
He tried to run him over, bro. He just tried to run him over. Now let's see.
All power to the people. All power to the people.
Now listen, they out there sliding, you hear me? Hey, y'all, listen. They out there sliding for the people. Do you hear me? I'm talking about very aggressive, sliding for the people. But I'm just asking, somebody help me understand. Have y'all seen the Black Panther Party? When what happened to George Floyd, Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice, Fidel Castro, all these different individuals, even in just say everyday life, there are African American, Foundation of Black American people being victimized all over the country. But I haven't seen them until ICE came out trying to do their job and deport illegal immigrants. If I'm wrong, somebody in the chat, let me know. I'm not above reproach. If somebody can substantiate and prove to me that hey Trey, you're wrong, I'm cool with that. I don't have an issue. I don't have no smoke for anyone, but we are here for educational purposes only. We're gonna keep rocking, y'all. All right, we're gonna keep rocking.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
In a world created by Donald Trump, where everyday folks are pushing back against systems that seem stacked against them.
Watch this, y'all. See, that's what we got to deal with the real, y'all. Hold on. A world created by Donald Trump. So you're telling me ICE agents doing their job is the propaganda that people gonna spew and blame it on Donald Trump solely? Like it's his fault that Joe Biden had the border open under his administration, led millions and millions of people inside the country to extract resources, get government funding, state funding, and that's Donald Trump's fault? Listen, even if you don't like Donald Trump, that's 100% not the truth. We're not going to sit up here and act like that's a factual statement. That is not a factual statement. You don't have to like the guy, but we have to tell the truth, people. Y'all, I gotta put a pair of shades on because I have these ring lights on. And these ring lights, the light be so bright, y'all, and we have to get this lighting that it turn my eyes up. So I gotta go drippy drip. Y'all see, you see the reflection in my you see that? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at every time I'm going live and doing this content. So I have to keep my glasses on. That's why I have to wear shades when I do this, y'all. Nobody is in the chat refuting what I'm saying. Y'all have to help a brother out. I'm not here to talk to myself. I'm here to talk to the people. Did Donald Trump create the issue with American citizens being at war with ICE agents? Because from my understanding, hey, salute from Vegas. How you doing, my brother? Because from my understanding, under the Obama administration, Obama deported more people than Trump. ICE agents were doing their job under the Obama administration. Why nobody was going crazy then? Somebody help me understand that. Why was nobody pulling out their videos when ICE agents were doing their job under the Obama administration? See, that's why I coin myself, Trey the Truth Teller, because I'm going to get online and I'm going to tell the truth no matter who likes it. Get out your feelings, especially if you're a man. Compartmentalize. If the truth is the truth, even if we don't like it, we're going to stand on business and acknowledge it. Square business. Y'all know I'm from Dallas. I'm from Oak Cliff. All right, let's get back to the video, y'all. Come on. Let's get back to the video. I'm just saying, y'all, this is insane to me.
Stories of ordinary people taking a stand can spark real change. Think about the growing frustrations across communities, from border towns to big cities, where families live in fear of sudden raids and separations. These tensions didn't just pop up overnight. They came from years of policies that have divided neighbors. And
that is a lie, y'all. This is crazy. That is not the truth. And what we're not going to do is sit up here and act like it's the truth, people.
Torn apart lives, all under the guise of law and order. But what happens when a group rooted in history decides enough is enough? Well, that...
Oh, they did. So you telling me that they support the Black Panther Party now? This is insane to me, y'all. We have the news supporting the Black Panther Party. So it's kind of convenient that now they want to showcase the Black Panther Party. But there is a certain entity that actually destroyed the Black Panther Party. But now in 2026, we supporting them.
That was exactly what happened not long ago in Philadelphia, when ICE agents and cops met their match and had no choice to back away from the Black Panthers.
Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up teenagers. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. You don't like to be labeled in with slave catchers. You shouldn't have taken their whole sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing this. You are a sellout. You ain't protected. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone.
Oh, when I'm getting, I don't want to
I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the f out of my face. Thank you, officer.
Have a good day.
You have.
But let's step back and look at the bigger picture first. Immigration enforcement has ramped up in ways that have left many shaking their heads. Under certain administrations, agencies like ICE have operated with what feels like unchecked.
Now, respectfully, right? Let's look at this. We have a police federal agent right here. I'm taking my mouse. You see him right here in the car, right? Now, you have the Black Panther Party outside defending people. Now, is this lady black? Respectfully, I'm not trying to spew no hate. I'm not trying to cause any division. But from my understanding, the Black Panther Party advocate for black people that are disenfranchised, black people whose civil rights have been violated, First Amendment rights, constitutional rights that have been violated. Black Panther Party. Hey. Let me talk to the Black Panther Party for a second. Let me get this off my screen. Black Panther Party. When have y'all popped out for black people? I'm confused. Black Panther Party, when have y'all advocated for black people? There's crimes being committed against black people every day. Zay J, what's going on in the chat? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Hold on. Okay, I got somebody popping up on me. How you doing, brother? You doing all right?
Peace, King. How you doing? I'm all right.
Man, listen, man, we here. I don't want to sound like an echo chamber, so I appreciate a brother pulling up on the platform. So I'm just confused on the Black Panther Party. Have you seen, or educate me, because I don't know it all, but educate me. When the last time you see the Black Panther Party advocate for black people? Because ICE are focused on illegal immigrants. Talk to me, sir.
Yeah, off the bat, I just want to say the last time I seen Black Panthers, the actual Black Panthers stand up for Black Americans, was probably in the 60s and the 70s. Everything after that, I can't articulate who did what. I don't know. But as far as the ICE situation,
yes, sir.
Fuck what the Black Panther Party is talking about right now. Talking about they want to defend the immigrants. Fuck all that part.
Hold on, respectfully. Let's keep the cursor to a minimum.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Now you good, brother.
But I will say this, and I stand on what I just said, but for the sake of your platform, I won't use any more profanity. I will say this. It's best that not only do we as Black Americans report all immigrants to ICE, additionally, I suggest that all Black Americans that are eligible, even if you're not eligible, apply to work as an ICE agent. They got different sign-on bonuses. Get your money while you cleaning up the community, really.
Man, brother, that right there, because I'm assuming we need more ICE agents right now. I assume.
Definitely, we still got more illegal aliens, so you know we need more ICE agents.
100%. So, and just let me know if I'm telling the truth, sir. So, was ICE agents running rampant and doing the same thing that they're doing now, which is their job under the Obama administration?
Not to the same degree, but they should have been.
Well. From my understanding, Obama deported way more. It just wasn't televised, and people were not trying to impede them and pulling out their cell phones every time they seen the ICE agent.
Now, I've heard that over the course of both of Obama's terms, he did indeed deport more illegal aliens than any other president. But I'm curious to see the numbers as far as after his first term and his first year. Like, you know, the same stage that Trump is at, who actually deported more. But I will say this in closing.
Yes, sir.
We should never cry when whites and liberals and illegal aliens and immigrants are getting cooked by law enforcement agencies. Why do I say that? Because we've been getting cooked. When I say we, I'm talking about descendants of U.S. chattel slaves. We've been getting cooked by law enforcement since the beginning of the country's existence. So since we can get cooked, everyone else could get cooked. And we should never have any sympathy for them because they had no sympathy for us.
Man, my brother, listen, I appreciate you for coming up, you know, telling us the facts, because I just wanted to make sure that I was telling the truth and that I was accurate. I don't want to be on a platform not telling the truth. So I appreciate my brother for coming up. Is that Mansa that I met on Illa's platform in the comments? I'm trying to see if there's Mansa. Is that my brother from another mother? And if that is you, I need you to hit that StreamYard link and pull up. All right, so let's continue the video, y'all, real quick.
Power, leading to heartbreaking incidents that grab headlines and stir outrage. Remember the family separations at the border or the workplace raids that left kids without parents overnight? These aren't just isolated events. They build on a pattern where policies prioritize fear over fairness. And it's no secret that the Trump era supercharged this approach that has now eventually turned immigration into a political weapon rather than a humane process. And as always, we have always said that such tactics not only fail to solve real issues, but also take away trust in government. And then in the end, makes communities less safe for everyone, just like we are already witnessing. This brings us to Philadelphia, a city with a rich history of activism and resistance. Philly, just like Minnesota, has always been a home to diverse neighborhoods where immigrants and longtime residents alike work hard to build better lives. But lately, ICE has been doing a lot of damage in the area and beyond. Reports of aggressive enforcement have spiked, including tragic cases like the shooting of an unarmed woman in Minneapolis.
All right, so let's say this, right? They want to talk about the young lady that was shot in Minnesota. I ask everyone to actually go do your actual research. Don't listen to the propaganda in the news. The young lady was parked horizontal on a residential street in the middle of the road for God knows how long, blowing her horn consistently. I'm talking about she had a 45-pound weight on her horn. What am I trying to say? She was just, I'm talking about she was just in the middle of the street. Now, if I'm inside my residence, okay, bet. I got you, man. So I appreciate it. But listen, hey, if any one of y'all want to come up, just like the brother just did, and speak eloquently about this situation, give your thoughts and opinion about this situation, you're free to hit the StreamYard link and pull up and speak. I don't have an issue with that. But again, like I was saying, this right here, these Black Panthers in Philadelphia are advocating for illegal immigrants, but I'm just trying to figure out, when did they start advocating for our own people? I'm just curious. But again, the young lady was, if anybody is blowing a horn in the middle of the street on a residential street, parked horizontal, impeding people from passing by, are you just gonna sit there and let her keep honking the horn? She was blocking ICE agents. She was blocking traffic. And then when the ICE agent approached her, he literally said, "Turn the car off." And the same ICE agent had already had an issue where he was drugged by a car when he was trying to make a lawful arrest 6 months ago. So the man has PTSD when it comes to vehicles. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. All right, let's keep going with the video, y'all. I'm trying to get through this video. I don't know how much we're going to get to the video because I have other videos we're going to watch.
By an ICE agent. And in the wake of such events, local groups have stepped up and organized protests and demanded accountability. So was in this moment that the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense reemerged, not as a relic of the past, but as a group ready to protect the vulnerable. So on this particular day, tensions were already high during anti-ICE protests at City Hall. Demonstrators gathered to voice their anger over ongoing enforcement actions, including that fatal shooting in Minneapolis. Then members of the Black Panther Party showed up dressed in their signature black jackets and berets, openly carrying firearms as allowed by Pennsylvania law. They weren't there to start trouble.
So again, something that happened in a whole nother state to a woman of a different ethnicity, which, I'm not saying I don't have nothing against Caucasian people. I rock with Caucasian people, but I'm just speaking the facts. So it took a Caucasian lady that was blocking traffic, that did not follow directions of a lawful order, to be unalived for it sparked the mobility and the movement of the Black Panther Party in a city that it did not transpire in. Somebody make that make sense to me. Am I tripping? Somebody make that make sense.
Instead, they positioned themselves as protectors, ensuring the protest remained safe from any overreach by authorities. However, what soon followed was a tense standoff when police and ICE agents arrived on the scene, perhaps expecting the usual routine of crowd control. But when they saw the armed Panthers standing their ground, something changed. The men from the party knew their rights inside and out. One Panther even referenced Philadelphia Crime Code 6108, explaining he could hold his long arm in hand as long as his finger stayed off the trigger. The exchange soon grew heated, with accusations flying about past incidents where authorities allegedly mistreated people, even teenagers. Yet the Panthers held their ground, refusing to back.
Again, this is disingenuous, y'all, because you're conflating stories. What we're looking at, this image that we're looking at right now, was not in Philadelphia. Hey, this was not in Philadelphia. So you're going to take two different scenarios, two different situations, and bring them together to justify your rhetoric.
Back down or engage beyond words. But here's where it gets really, really interesting. When faced with this organized, legally armed group, the agents didn't push further. Instead, they turned and walked away. No arrests, no escalation.
Ma'am, they turned and walked away because those Black Panthers were actually following the law. They knew their rights. Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you out, just in case you don't know. So you're trying to make the situation more than what it is. You're conflating two stories from two different destinations, two different counties, two different states. Come on. Y'all, that's why I'm here to start exposing this nonsense. We're going to get the news over here on the No 304 show and the Trader Truth Teller platform. And we're going to get the facts out here, y'all. Real journalism.
Just a retreat that spoke volumes. In fact, the chairman for the Black Panthers Philadelphia chapter, known as Birdsong, later boasted that no ICE agent would dare run up on him or his group.
ICE agent ever run up on me, I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's going to happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE.
Sir, why would they touch you and you're an American citizen? If you're not, they're here to get illegal immigrants, sir. So you don't have to stick your chest out. You don't have to be tough. You don't have to act hard. You don't have to do any of that because you're an American citizen. So, sir, they're not looking for you. So if they come up on you, why would you put a hole in their chest, sir? Help me understand this.
Think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here? Around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable.
However, this moment isn't isolated, and it is really credible because we've seen multiple cases where harmless protesters were tear gassed and some even shot with less lethal rounds, as they call them. For instance, the case of Caden Rumler, who was shot in the eyes by the ICE agents. Video footage even captured the tense moments leading up to the shooting. Federal agents in riot gear stood guard on the plaza in Santa Ana, California, and were facing off against the protesters.
Now look at this. These are protesters, y'all, in a different city. There's not a single Black person out here. But this young lady that is doing a review to the content, to the news, exposing the news, but she's conflating two stories, and these people have nothing to do with Black Panthers, like, because there's not a Black person out there at all. Y'all, this is insane.
Tensions escalated when officers moved to push demonstrators back down the steps. It was in the chaos that agents began firing crowd control munitions toward the group.
Ma'am, did you see the crowd approaching the agents? So it was crowd control, right? So help me understand. If they are being irate, if they are approaching the ICE agents and we can't hear directly what's being said. So we don't understand that there might have been a lawful order toward those particular protesters. But those protesters are jumping around. They're outnumbered. So what do you expect them to do? 1 + 1 = 2.
Caden Rumler-Shree was holding a megaphone and shouting alongside others, stepped forward after seeing a fellow protester, Caitlin Sky Sites, being grabbed by an officer. That was when an agent fired a projectile that struck Rumler.
Okay, so he fired a projectile because he was like literally being. I'm pretty sure they were not following directions. Hey, Square Biz, thank you for that. Is this better? Does this sound better, Square Biz? Y'all, let me check my mic, y'all. What about now, Square Biz? Am I good now? If I stay right here, am I good? Listen, I'm still trying to calibrate my microphone, my visuals to give y'all a better product. But how do I sound now? Okay, appreciate that, Square Biz. Thank you, sir. Now, again, they're using the Black Panther Party to advocate for the black. I'm just trying to get somebody help me out. When did America start supporting the Black Panther Party? I'm still baffled and trying to figure this thing out. Hey, y'all, if y'all like the content, if y'all like the information, please bless the Cash App. I would appreciate that. If you're on the No 304 side, you can do Cash App, Bluerayfitness, or you can do a super chat on the Trader Truth Teller side because I'm streaming from multiple platforms. You can hit the Cash App, Bluerayfitness. Again, so like I'm saying, y'all, they take a story. There's not a black person out here, and they're trying to blame ICE for doing their job, shooting a protester in the eye. Well, there's not a black person out here. So this is two different scenarios, two different cities, two different groups of people. But they're making the story as how we support the Black Panthers, y'all. This is insane, diabolical. That's why you can't listen to all the news. You can't listen to these YouTubers. That's why I say, you know what? I'm going to come out and start doing the news because I'm going to report the truth.
Directly in the left eye from just a few feet away, he collapsed to the ground, clutching his face as blood poured out. And despite the severe injury, the video shows an officer dragging him backward by his shirt, pulling him into the federal building amid cries from other protesters to leave him alone. Inside, Rumler said he was handcuffed and face down, his injury evident to all who saw the footage. And now Rumler has completely lost his sight in his left eye where he was shot. Now, the only reason this is happening is because ICE was emboldened to act with little oversight under the Trump administration.
So you see you hear the propaganda? This is purely propaganda because look, that was a different scenario, different city, different place, different town. Now she puts back on the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party, they are mounting up because of ICE. But I'm just confused. Why is the Black Panther Party sliding for people that are not black? Help me understand, why is the Black Panther Party sliding for people that are not black? So when George Floyd, Fidel Castro, Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, Trayvon, I forgot his name. I think it was Brown. I could be wrong. But Trayvon, what happened to him? Why did those incidents did not spark the Black Panther Party to unite and start defending black people? Somebody help me understand. If I'm wrong, I need y'all to tell me. Nah, Blu-ray, you're wrong on it. Trey, you're wrong on this one. Help me understand this, people.
While Trump often touted tough immigration stances, many saw them as cruel and ineffective and eventually leading to unnecessary suffering. But in contrast, the Panthers' approach flips the script, putting power back in the hands of the people. This was why Birdsong urges communities, especially those with high immigrant populations, to escort vulnerable folks and stay vigilant. And if we go deeper into the Panthers' philosophy, it will help to explain their boldness. Huey Newton, who started the group, once said that anyone without a gun is either a slave or about to become one. Now, that's a blunt take born from centuries of oppression. Newton also flipped the fear narrative, saying if people are scared of the Panthers, then that's a compliment, because for too long, communities lived in terror of the police. And today...
Okay, I'm tired of her rhetoric. I am tired of her rhetoric. Now, listen, like I said, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I still have some more content to review. If anybody y'all want to come up, we got about 5 minutes. Y'all can come give y'all opinion on the Black Panther Party. I've dropped the link in the chat. Y'all can pull up and give y'all opinion on the content. Right now, we're talking about the Black Panther Party in Philadelphia. Why were they not sliding for our own people? Why did it take these situations for ICE to literally go do their job with getting illegal immigrants out of the country, and now the Black Panther Party want to slide for them, but we're not sliding for our own people? Somebody got to help me out. Make that make sense. I'm going to give us 5 minutes, and then we're going to get back to the next video. Somebody help me out. But if y'all don't come up in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to keep going. Will Sinclair, what's going on? He said, if I'm not seeing Fred Hampton Jr., then it's not looking legit. Okay. Because actually, listen, Fred Hampton Jr., if you go to his Instagram page, he's out here still fighting. I do know that for a fact. I've seen him out here trying to mobilize and still make movements. That's a fact. Why are black people not getting behind him in the movement that he has? Somebody help to make that make sense. Somebody help me out. Q City, what's good? Will Sinclair, what's good? 225 Boxing Talk, what's good? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Like I said, I'm going to try to be consistent with going live, doing a stream, reporting the news at 8:30 Central Standard Time every day. That's going to be my goal from 8:30 to 10, giving y'all some real stories, real news, and talking to the people. But also, I would like for y'all to support the platform. Support the platform. Bluerayfitness in the Cash App. If you want to PayPal, you can use my email that's in the banner. If you're on the No 304 side, you can actually send a super chat. Appreciate the support. All right, nobody's going to come up. Let's go to the next story, y'all, because I'm tired of this lady up her line not telling the truth. Shout out to 225 Boxing Talk with the $2 super sticker. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for supporting the platform. That's what a brother is talking about. That's what a brother is talking about.
Hurry, get a glory seed. Get a glory. Empty your checking account out. Empty it out. This is a glory seed. Shout glory seed.
Listen, we know we got some fraud pastors out here. The man said get a glory seed, right? But hey, listen, there ain't no fake pastors over here, man. Hey. All right, yes, Democrats supporting child. All right, man, look, hey, Tony Smith. Hey, you said something there. I'm glad. Listen, you said something. Tony Smith, the comment you just made is going to support the next video. Shout out to Q City with the 199. We're just going to say, we're going to round it out to $2. Shout out to you in the super chat, man. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all for supporting real content. But Tony Smith, it's crazy that you made that statement in the comments, because I'm about to show y'all something. Watch this, y'all. This next video is diabolical, y'all. It's crazy. Some of y'all probably hadn't even seen this video, but I'm about to show y'all the video. Watch this. And Tony Smith hit the nail right. I'm talking about when I say Tony Smith accurate. This is insane. Tony Smith, you must be a prophet. Tony Smith, are you a preacher? I want to know if Tony Smith a preacher. How the hell did Tony Smith make a comment about something that I was just literally about to play. Now, fellas, y'all let me know when y'all see this video, y'all might get upset. Watch this. This is crazy, y'all. Tony Smith said, yes, I'm a preacher. Yeah. Man, hold up. Y'all watch this. Hey, man, Tony Smith must be a prophet, y'all. Watch this.
Sex offender. Second reporting. We're here to arrest a child sex offender. And you guys are out here honking.
Oh, we're not. No, we're press. No, we're not.
That vehicle right there is honking and impeding our investigations while we're trying to arrest a child sex offender. That's who you guys are protecting. Insane.
And trust me, I understand.
That's what we're doing. My word's not for you. My word is not for you. I don't have to do it. It's insane how you can be honking.
So listen, they are trying to get a child S offender. Let me say that, right? Honking the horn. Because if somebody's honking the horn over and over, just like the Renee Good, the young lady that was unalived in Minnesota, that's what happened to her. She was outside honking the horn, blocking the middle of the street, in the middle of the street, blocking traffic horizontally, have a vehicle parked horizontal, sideways in the middle of the street, and she was honking the horn over and over and over again. I guess she was trying to send out a back signal. So the illegal immigrants in that area, hey, come outside and see, hey, we have ICE agents in the area. Do not come outside, hide, run, try to get away, right? So at the end of the day, the man let the lady know, hey, ma'am, you are impeding the investigation of a S offender, a SO. And these liberal women said, no, go get a warrant signed by a judge. Insane. Insane, people. It's crazy. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. Exactly, Will Sinclair, bird call. Exactly, Will Sinclair, a bird call. Now, these same liberal women. So now liberal women were on the Me Too movement. There was a literal movement, a Me Too movement. Then you have people now, those same liberal women supporting SOs. My body, my choice. But you can literally be involved with a woman from a sexual context. Y'all have a consensual experience, and then she tell you to stop. Mid-stroke. Let's be, and if you don't know, and you're already in the bag, and if you don't stop mid-stroke, now you have violated her body. Which she does have that right. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like she doesn't have that right. But you can literally go to jail or be considered a SO after having consensual experience. Y'all, it's wild. It is literally wild. This is insane to me. But again, when did women start supporting men that have been convicted or charged with SO? I'm just asking a question, y'all. I'm just asking a question. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. We had to show you that video. Now I'm gonna show y'all one last video. One last video. No, that's not the one I want. Let me take that down. It's not the one I want. Give me 1 second. All right, we're gonna play a video of Kristi Noem speaking the facts about, and watch this. We're gonna have Margaret Brennan arguing with Kristi Noem about the numbers. She's gonna tell her the numbers. She's gonna tell her what's going on, and she's gonna push back on it. All right, let's start this over. Make sure everything is everything. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second.
DHS calls this the largest operation in its history, nearly 3,000 federal agents out there. Is this an open-ended deployment, or is there a metric for success that ends it?
Well, I think every day we get a murderer off the streets of Minneapolis, the public is safer, and President Trump is keeping his promise to the American people. And we literally have arrested and detained thousands of illegal criminals in Minnesota since.
Remember, ICE are after illegal immigrants. And a lot of these immigrants, remember, when the Joe Biden opened up the border, y'all, these different countries were emptying in their prisons. All the degenerates, people that were committing crimes, they were kicking them out of their country. And those individuals were migrating and coming to the United States. And so now that we have Trump in office, Trump saying, hey, listen, no, we don't want those individuals inside of our country. If I was a president, I wouldn't want them either. If you were the president, would you do the same? That's just a question. I need y'all to answer that in the comments.
President Trump came back into the White House, and I've never met a family that ever said, oh, I wish you would have left that rapist free. I wish you would have left that murderer on the streets. So we're just so thankful that we have a president that's upholding the law and is determined to make sure that the laws are applied equally to everyone.
According to Pew, Minnesota's population of immigrants here illegally stands at 2.2%. So how do you judge when you've gotten everyone off the streets that you say is, requiring your federal agents be there? How do you say we've had mission accomplished?
Well, we won't stop until we are sure that all the dangerous people are picked up, brought to justice, and then deported back to their home countries.
You notice she said dangerous people. They are after violent criminals. The goal is to get all the violent criminals that came over under the Joe Biden administration out of the country. Somebody help me understand what is wrong with that.
We wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't be in this situation if Joe Biden hadn't allowed our open border policies to be in place and allowed up to 20 million people unvetted into this country. We have no idea how many dangerous people are here. When you have millions of people coming in that are terrorists, suspected terrorists, criminals, come from countries in the mass migration that the Biden administration facilitated, I can't tell the people of Minnesota exactly how many dangerous criminals they have. I do know that they're extremely grateful every time we get a pedophile off the street. We arrested an individual this week that was raping children. I think those parents in Minnesota can sleep better at night knowing that that person isn't free.
Sure, but you just said millions. What's the breakdown of the percentage of those who you have in custody who have actually committed a criminal offense versus just the civil infraction?
It doesn't matter if they are illegal, whether it's civil or criminal. They are illegal. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to come up on the platform. And after we finish this video, we got 6 minutes of this video, and then I have 30 minutes of commentary to have this discussion with anybody in the chat that wants to come up and have this dialogue. Because I see it's some people that have questions. So come up and challenge me and and voice your opinion, because I'm giving out the receipts. I'm going to present facts. So if you don't have your facts straight, don't come up here and give me your opinion, because here is Kristi Noem right here giving the true numbers, telling the truth.
Every single individual has committed a crime, but 70% of them have committed or have charges against them on violent crimes and crimes that they are charged with or have been convicted of that have come from other countries that are here illegally, first of all, and then they have committed a criminal act while they've been here or in their home countries as well.
It's not 70%.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
70% of everyone
you guys
have
keep
detained
changing your percentage. You pick and choose what numbers you think work, but that is the facts, is that 70% of the people that we have detained have charges against them or have been convicted of charges, and they need to be brought to justice. And we're going to keep doing that no matter how much you guys keep lying and don't tell the public the truth. It absolutely is that these law enforcement officers are out there every day doing the work to protect the American people, and they will keep doing that because they believe in enforcing the law, which is exactly what President Trump has charged them with.
Okay. Well, our reporting is that 47% based on your agents.
Ma'am, even if, let's say the numbers is 47%. Ma'am, that's still almost 50%. Make it make sense. That's still almost 50%. Christian Nome said 70. Margaret Brennan said 47. Ma'am, that's still almost half, 50%. Make it make sense. Even if you're shooting 50% from the field, 47% from the field, I consider that still good. Period. Ma'am, make it make sense.
His own numbers, 47% have criminal convictions against them. But let's talk about the other
You're
numbers.
wrong again. Absolutely. We'll get you the correct numbers so you can use them in the future.
Well, that's from your agency. Let's talk about our numbers here at CBS. 54% of Americans think the ICE agent shooting of Renee Good was not justified. 60.
Renee Good did wrong. She was parked horizontal. She was impeding and blocking traffic. She was honking our horn, being disruptive, like my brother Will Sinclair said, making bird calls. And then when she had a lawful order to turn off her vehicle because she actually had a violation inside of a motor vehicle, then she tried to turn the wheel and drive off. And that same agent, 6 months ago, literally was dragged by an illegal immigrant when he was trying to make an arrest. Same situation. He was dragged, hospitalized. I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of people like to sit in these comments. A lot of people like to say what they will and would do. But until you get in that situation, you don't know what you would do. If you were dragged by a car when you were trying to make a lawful arrest 6 months ago, and to hear somebody else again trying to drive off while you're trying to make a lawful arrest or detain that individual lawfully, what's the problem? Why are black people mad? Let's just put it out there.
% say the Trump administration responded to the ICE agents' actions unfairly. These numbers show you do not have the American public on your side. Does that concern you?
Well, the facts are that this individual weaponized her car and threatened the life of the law enforcement officer and those around him. And that is what the media needs to cover. People understand is the truth when they have the chance to hear the facts around the case. And this individual was impeding law enforcement operations for quite some time before this incident happened. It's a tragedy that this situation has happened in this country, and we hope there's never another situation like this before. But this officer relied on his training to defend his life and to defend those around him, and we're grateful that we're in a situation where we hope that more people don't weaponize their vehicles like this. We're seeing it happen over and over again. We've seen over 100 different vehicles weaponized and attacking law enforcement officers. I would hope that Mayor Fry, when he's on here, that he'll announce that he's going to start working with us to bring safety to the streets. If he would set up a peaceful protest zone so that these individuals can exercise their First Amendment rights and do so peacefully, we would love that. Because then we could work together to make sure we're getting criminals to justice and letting people still express their First Amendment rights.
Well, you know that it is in dispute about weaponizing a car versus driving forward, but I'll put that aside.
No, it's really not. Everybody can watch the videos and see that.
Well, let me talk to you about the officer, Jonathan Ross. He was
All right, so we're going to stop right there. Y'all know the gist of the conversation. Y'all see the truth. I've exposed it regardless. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and have a respectful, mature conversation or dialogue. Yes, Tony Smith, her wife literally said, drive, baby, drive. Those were her exact words, the exact verbiage.
Hurry, get a glory seed. Get a glory. Empty your checking account out. Empty it out. This is a glory seed. Shout glory seed.
Shout out to my brother Will Sinclair for the Cash App. Listen, if you want to support the channel, you like the truth, you want me to keep making these streams, you want me to keep doing these videos, you want me to keep speaking the truth, make sure you support for the time and energy and research. Q City, I got you 1 second. So bless the Cash App. The Cash App is going across the screen in the banner. Bluerayfitness. Also, if you don't have Cash App, you can go to PayPal and use the email that's going across. If you're on the No 304 side, you can send a super chat, Trade Truth Teller side, Cash App directly. But I appreciate y'all. All right, Q City, you are up on the stage. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, brother? I'm doing good.
Listen, my brother, we out here trying to speak the truth. There's a lot of propaganda going on. There's a lot of rhetoric. But listen, we want to talk to the people. So that's why I'm saying we're giving the people an opportunity to come up. Man, we have to be more involved, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, but in my opinion, I feel like we need to be more involved. But again, Go ahead. You got the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to be way more involved, man. We got these Africans making hip hop videos talking about our, you know what I mean? Talking about us and shit. All these foreigners making shit about us. And who is these Black Panther people? I ain't never heard of these niggas, man. Like, where they come from? You dig what I'm saying? They don't stand for nothing. And that lady, dude, she was in the street, parked sideways for 3 minutes, blowing her horn. And then dude walked around the car, just let the dude talking to her. She gonna stay there and wait till the police in the gray truck to walk up to the car. You feel me? And then she take off. So, you know, and these people act like she ain't doing.
So Q City, let me ask you a question. On your street, let's make this personal. Because I'm pretty sure if somebody's outside honking the horn for over 3 minutes, you gonna hear it, right? Hold on, you kind of break it up, Q.
Hear me? Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So I think anybody in their right mind, if somebody outside blowing a horn in front of your house, you're gonna step outside, correct?
Facts.
Exactly. So I'm not saying you're gonna go up to their car, but I'm pretty sure that you will stand on, in your yard or make yourself known to be like, hey, listen, you need to stop blowing that horn or call the police or do something. Am I correct? Right or wrong?
Right.
So I'm just saying, and I seen the same thing you seen, Q. Like I seen for over 3 minutes, because you got to understand context. She was parked horizontal in the middle of the street. There were cars having to go around her. She was honking her horn over and over and over while the ICE were doing their job. And then the man gave her a lawful directive, hey, ma'am, turn your vehicle off because you were blocking traffic. And she disobeyed, and what happened. I don't condone it. I'm not saying the man was right, but Q, I'm not him.
With these people, man, these people are justifying that shit, and I don't understand it because me as a Black man know that I would do nothing like that. I would go straight. I mean, if I hit the gas when they got their hand in the door, and I hit the gas, bro, like that shit is like backwards. Like that's me taking a risk, me putting my life in somebody else's hands. You feel me? And if y'all don't understand that shit, y'all kids gonna have to go through the same thing. I would tell my kids if my kids would never be in the middle of the street doing it. My family, my mom, nobody would ever do no shit like that. You know what I mean? In the middle of the street, while they down the street working on some shit, they ain't even thinking about her though. They just here, you know what I mean? They just doing their thing. Bruh, dude, that, like you said, the dude that lived on the street got in his window and would start recording this shit. Like he's standing from the bird's eye view. He watching, he going that way, going right, going left, going right, going left, showing what's going on. This lady down the street acting a fool. Ain't no way you could justify how she acted, man. And then like back in the day, go ahead. I'm saying back in the day, when you think about like Martin Luther King, everybody who used to protest, they go to jail. They go to jail for protesting. You surrender and you just go to jail. We bail you out. the protest, everybody bond you out. You always get bonded out. Even think about Mason when they were doing the Black Lives Matter protests in New York. He used to be getting arrested every time. So for you to be protesting, not willing to get arrested, you're not a real protester.
Got you. So like I said, man, I seen the video. I had the same. I think we seen the same thing. And like you said, her wife literally said, "Drive, baby, drive." Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
So I'm confused on why would the wife tell her to drive when the police had already told her. That's just like me, man. I've had plenty run-ins with law enforcement. And one thing I learned early in life was most police officers, if you don't give them authority, they're gonna try to take it. Because you gotta understand, we grew up. I don't know how old you are. I'm 44, but we grew up in a lot of us grew up in an era where there were no cameras, no body cam.
Mm-hmm.
So if a police officer violated you, who you gonna tell?
Can't tell nobody.
So,
I mean, the cameras made it safer. The cameras made it safer for it. To me, like when the police had to start wearing cameras, it made it way safer. You feel me? At first, it was our word against their word. You feel me? So they could just do whatever they want to do. You feel me? Right. Harass us, pull us over for just anything. Ain't nothing we could do but say, go to court and fight it. I used to be in court fighting this shit. You know what I mean? I'd be suited up going to court fighting that shit back in the day. So, you know, but we ain't had no cameras though. So, you know, they always gonna go with them. You feel me? No matter what. So,
man, listen, bro. I remember one time, bro, we had a big fight in the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a crazy fight. Real quick, shout out to Anthony with the $5 super chat. Her wife is on video after it happened saying, "This is my fault." Look, right here. Appreciate the support, Anthony. Appreciate the love and support. And Anthony, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna have to go find that video. I didn't even know that. I didn't know there was a video of the wife saying this is my fault. That man, Anthony, I appreciate that. I gotta find that video. But I mean, we had a big fight in the hood a long time ago. Bro, when I say them guys violated us, bro. Hey, Q, they violated us so bad, bro, and we couldn't tell nobody, fam. We didn't have no body camera, no none of that. Hey, but Q, but to be real, we was in violation.
Complete violation.
Bro, we were thugging.
You know, oh, you said you was in violation. I couldn't hear your stuff froze up in the middle while you was talking.
Yeah. We was in violation. We had our, we was a part of an organization. I'm gonna use that word.
Yeah.
You know how we got down with the colors back in the day. I was a part of an organization. I'm not gonna tell you which side. And we were outside thugging. And the police came and they violated us. And they had every right.
Mm-hmm. You did. Sometimes, bro, sometimes you know, we all make mistakes, man. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people say he didn't have to do that. And I say, yeah, he didn't have to do that and she didn't have to do that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's just too one-sided. You feel me? Like, people don't even understand. Like, it's kind of disrespectful to me because it's like some white privilege ass shit to me when people say, when motherfuckers don't understand this shit. You feel me? And I do. You know what I mean? Like,
Q, I try to keep the cursing to a minimum, respectfully, if you don't mind.
Oh, my bad, brother.
No, you good. Go ahead.
But I'm saying, when people act like they don't understand why he did what he did and don't see nothing wrong in what she did, that would kind of make me feel like I'm in the twilight a little bit when people start talking like that. Like, did you see what I just said? But he didn't have to do it, but she didn't have to do it. But no, he didn't have no right. See, that's the problem. Y'all don't got no respect for ICE. Y'all don't understand who they is. Y'all don't know Obama did 3 million. You feel me? 3 million.
Yes, sir.
So nobody complained about that, but Obama, see the difference between when Obama did it, he had the police and they was helping him. So when people get arrested, you feel me? They turn them into ICE. You feel me? ICE didn't have to go run out in the street, kick people doors in like they do now. Now they got to go out there and do what they got to do because they don't got the assistance that they had when Obama was doing it.
Hey, Q, man, I'm glad you said that. I never thought about that. Why wasn't ICE out there doing the same under the Obama administration. So Q, you saying that they had the actual police departments and ICE were working together when Obama was in office.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference. So ICE didn't have to go kick doors down and go run up a people's place. They was getting them. They was getting them at the border. They was getting them in jail. They was getting them at the hospital. They was getting them at every place. They, you know what I mean? Like they was working with them. Now they're not working with them no more. And ICE ain't just start with Trump. See, a lot of people think that Trump didn't brought these masked men in and they never been heard of. And these people, like, you know what I mean? They just don't understand it. They don't know who they're dealing with. And then you got the people like the Democrats basically saying that these people don't got no rights to do what they doing and they wrong and you should protest and shit like that. Man, get out their motherfucking way because it don't make no sense for you to be like, bro, it don't make, I'm bad, bro, because it don't make no sense for you to be defending somebody who came over here illegally when me and you cannot go nowhere in America and do that, dog. Like nowhere in the world, me and you could just go and just live in another country.
Respectfully. Why do black people have common sense? I'm trying to, bro, because I be thinking the same thing. I cannot go anywhere on this earth, nowhere on this planet, without going or being vetted properly and having the proper documentation to extract resources, to get food stamps, to get government funding, without being a citizen.
You can't. And we supposed to understand it though. We supposed to be like, well, our country was built on that. Man, look, as a black American, man, we know that people from other countries come in and they run the grocery stores, the gas stations, the corner stores, anything that's selling food, we even buy their food. We buy their Mexican food, we buy their Chinese food, we buy even they, man, look, we go get gyros, everything. We mess with everybody. But don't nobody mess with us, bro. You feel we starting to notice that. Everybody's starting to see that everybody's coming in and getting on off of us. Go ahead.
Watch this. I'm gonna watch this. Have you ever ran across somebody that's not indigenous to this land that's racist? You know what? Hey, for any Hispanics rocking with me, if I got any Hispanics looking, please don't get mad at me for this statement. I'm using this only for an example, okay? I'm only using Hispanics for an example. Now, this is what I'm about to say. So only nobody of Hispanic ethnicity get mad at me because it's only an example. I'm just using y'all because I rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have, I'm not talking about a Hispanic that's born in America. I'm talking about one that's born in Mexico. If you're born in Mexico, because I've seen a Hispanic person come over here from Mexico, then come to America, and then literally be racist toward black people.
Man,
I'm not saying prejudice. I'm talking about racist toward black people.
The worst racism I ever got treated by a Mexican was Mexicans when I went to LA. Like that shit was out of control, bro. And I done lived down south. I done lived up. I'm from Michigan, and I done lived down south. But LA, man, that changed my life, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that. They would not cook. Like I went to a restaurant, man. I was staying in a hotel, and I went to a restaurant. I got to Google the restaurant around. You feel me? It was late. Man, look, these people told me they don't. I only serve my people. I didn't know what he was. He said, I'm cooking for my people. I didn't understand. I thought he was cooking for his kids and shit. It was going to take it home. I didn't understand it. So we left. You feel me? My boy was like, man, he cooking for only Mexicans, bro. He don't cook for black people. What do you mean? He only cook for his people. I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro.
Bro, are you serious, bro?
I swear to God, bro. And they right there, that shit, I was hungry as hell. But I'm saying that right there blew my mind. That this shit going on like that. You feel me?
But what I'm saying is this, right? This is the reason I even said I said what I said. If you come from Mexico, El Salvador, even if you come from wherever I'm gonna just say Zimbabwe. I'm gonna use somebody of African descent because I've seen Africans act sedated toward black people.
Oh, yeah, I tell you why.
Hold on. Let me make my point real quick.
Go ahead.
If you're gonna be proud of your heritage, Zimbabwe, Mexico, why don't your people look out for your own people? If your country is so good, why come to America if your people love you so much and you have this such elegance of pride for your own ethnicity or your own heritage? That's just a question. Because let me tell you something. Mexico is ruthless toward their own people, bro. They be unaliving their people, extorting their people. From my understanding, the cartel run the government.
Exactly.
And they will take you out if you do not concede to their instructions. If you don't support them, it's crazy, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. And like I tell you about them African stuff, like see, I know about them Africans. See, they told me. I got some African friends, bro. They told me when they come over here, they get told about us. You feel me? So you be wondering why these foreigners don't mess with us, because they look at us like Trump. You feel me? You know how the media talk about Trump? That's how they talk about us to them. They warn them about us when they come over here. Don't mess with the black people. They're bad. They're this, they're this. You feel me? So they come over here and they be looking at us sideways. You dig what I'm saying? That's how that works.
I've heard. I heard.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I heard the same thing from someone actually from Africa. And watch this, Q. I'm gonna tell you the crazy part though. So when I was having a conversation with him, I said, "Well, would you rather stay in Africa in your home native land or America?" He literally said America.
Yeah. And you know that was so crazy. Like you said, in Mexico they cutting off heads and everything. Them boys out of control over there. You know what I mean? Lining people on the wall, taking them out 12 at a time, and they come over here and act like they better than us. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Bro.
But at the same time, what I do recognize that we don't do is they be on a mission, man. They will all stay in an apartment together just to save up to buy a house and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get their shit together. You know what I mean? We don't got that kind of like we don't like African Americans. You know, we don't really work together like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. And I don't know if y'all. So Dr. Sabi's son did an interview recently with real life street stars, and that man literally said out of his mouth that people over there in Mexico, I'm not gonna say the different group. I might find a clip, and I might find a clip and add it to this video because I'm gonna clip our conversation, right? And I might add it to this clip because he said that they are over there harvesting black people organs.
I believe it, man. I mean, think about bro, how they gonna blackball Kanye West, right? But not blackball drill music. How can they blackball us on the internet? Say we talking about some stuff that we shouldn't be talking about. I mean, that we talking about how we feel about a situation. They say that you can't even talk about that. They block that video from getting out, right?
Yes, sir.
But you got music with people talking about us, taking us out, and you know what I mean? That's all they rapping about is taking each other out, and that junk ain't getting blackballed. You feel me? Like, so you know they you can talk about, you can't talk about everybody. You can talk about us though. You feel me? You can
100%.
talk about us, bro. And that right there. And you know, I thought about it. I said, why is this type of music really booming like that? Like, why do people only want to hear that? No, we don't want to hear that shit. Black people don't want to hear it. It's the other races that's at the concerts, at the Lil Durk concerts, that want to hear shit like that. If I was a KKK member, I would love to hear drill music. For real. I mean, they writing rap for me to sing in my car. Nigga, what's your nigga? Run up on me, I'ma take him out. Yeah, you know what I mean? They gonna be listening to that shit and gonna be feeling that shit. And then we out here, our kids growing up listening to the shit. You feel me? Like,
yes, sir.
It just make it like I think that music shit, dog. I think that shit kind of give us a bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting worse and worse, man. Like that shit. And then
I agree because some of these terminologies that they use inside of this rap music is literally indoctrinating because they'll say I'm gonna slide, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that, and all that stuff was propagated through the music.
yeah, and then they slide on their brothers and running and going to jail, hiding on these cars and shit, and grandmama house getting kicked in and all kind of shit over nothing. Over nothing.
Over nothing.
Over nothing.
And you know what
I doing this shit over nothing.
I like to talk to young men, and then, you know, the first thing I ask them when I have a conversation with a young man, I say, "Do you like slavery?" Every kid I've ever asked that question says no. Then my follow-up question, my follow-up statement would be, Well, you do know anytime you commit a crime, you are legally being enslaved. You're basically saying, hey, it's okay to enslave me because it's called involuntary servitude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the law. If you commit a crime, you are asking yourself to give your servitude involuntarily to the system.
Exactly. Hey,
Like
like
Anthony,
Samuel
like
Jackson.
Anthony
Like
said, the 13th Amendment. Go ahead, Q.
like Samuel Jackson, it is a time. You feel me? But there gotta be a real time. You dig what I'm saying? You still gonna have to have that money right to bail out and fight it. You feel me? Because you got a public defender, you gone. But like it is a time sometimes. But like 90% of the shit, man, it's not. It don't make no sense, bro. You feel me?
Yes,
Like
sir.
y'all beefing about nothing. Don't even own a neighborhood, don't own a house on the block, don't own a corner store on the block. You feel me? Like nigga, we ain't manufacturing the dope or nothing. Like man, we don't like, bro, like man, it's jackass backwards out here, bro, for real.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony, again with the $2. Appreciate you, man. Love the support. Thank you so much, sir. It is not. It is so appreciated, sir. Appreciate that. But go ahead, Q. Like I
No,
say,
I'm
y'all,
saying,
we got hey, for all y'all that support boxing, y'all know me. I got a boxer that has a up and coming fight February 27th here in Dallas. We're in Arlington, Texas, by Dallas. So all y'all Blu-ray fans that like what I did with Earl Spence, I got somebody else on the way. He coming. All right, he coming.
that's
I'm
good,
gonna
bro.
keep quiet
That's,
about it, but he coming. I'm just letting y'all know he got a fight coming up February 27th in Arlington. Matter of fact, I'll probably post it for the for y'all that's in Dallas that might want to go see this young man. He's doing great things. Yeah, he's doing great thing. I'm not gonna. I got some more tea I can spoil, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna keep it on the wraps until it's publicly known. But hey, it's a lot of work going on in Dallas. So y'all that like my work, when I work with these boxes, we cooking now. We're gonna get some more motion in the city, all right? But go ahead, Q.
yeah, I always thought you. I always said that though. I said, man, Earl should have got Blu-ray for Taz. You feel? I always thought that Earl should have kept you around. Man. I don't know what happened between y'all. You ain't gotta let me know. And then I'm just
Well,
saying,
nothing,
I just thought
bro.
you
Hold
did a
on,
good
no,
job.
no, no, no.
I
Hold on,
thought you
Q.
did a good job.
Q. Nothing happened between me and Earl Spence. Nothing happened. That's my brother to this day. He just choose not to work with me, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? He a grown
Yeah,
man. He make his own decision. He chose not to work with me. It's fine. I still love that man to death. You know what I mean? Now,
yeah,
me personally, I wish he would have never left me. I believe if we would have stayed focused and kept doing what we're doing, he would have beat Terrence. That's just my personal opinion. But we stopped after the uh the fight he had at the start. That was the last fight. Well, no, I take it back. That fight, and then he had Mikey. He had Mikey, and I think what Mikey, Sean, Danny, and then when he came back with Pacquiao, I trained him for the Pacquiao fight. But after that, then he did the Ugas with somebody else. He trained with another trainer. Then he trained with another trainer for Terrence. But my personal opinion, if he would have stayed with me, and me and him would have continued to work together, and evolved and grew all the way together, that things would have turned out different.
yeah. That strength and conditioning, man. I remember you had Black Fight Fan on your show. Nah, Black Fight Fan went to work out with your ass, man. You worked his ass out. Nigga. I don't know. Your ass had to do that kind
Respectfully,
of shit,
man.
boy.
No, respectfully, what I do is different. I'm just being, straight up. It's different.
Yeah,
And like somebody in the chat said that he wouldn't have beat Bud. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But at the end of the day, Earl was a different monster when me and him trained together, when we worked together. So, you know, we can, you can say what you want to say, but the proof is in the pudding. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah.
But hey, man, you got anything else for a Q?
Yeah, I know. Just the Black Panthers, man. I just don't understand where these people came from, man. And it's really disrespectful, man. And I feel like they trying their hardest to throw us under the bus, man, for this lady, man. And black people don't stand behind nobody that do like that, move like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
And I can say that all this started with that young Caucasian man, Nick Shirley, when he exposed the fraud that's going on in Minnesota And so you have people. Just think about this, Q. You have people fighting against ICE agents when these people are getting businesses, extracting resources from the black community. Like they literally said they were getting federal and state funding and charging people for daycare. But you know what? They were not charging people for daycare because there are no kids inside of the daycare, Q.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that.
Bro, getting federal and state funded, millions of dollars a year with no kids inside of the facility. Bro, we doing while you got people going to work every single day, making $15 an hour, $13 an hour, doing the real work to make the economy, make these different cities push forward. And these people are scamming. Make it make sense.
Yeah, they making this. I believe it, man. You feel what I'm saying? I believe it. You know, they work together. They get over here, bro. They be working together like a gang almost when they all get over here. When they be at home, you feel me? Why they get over here and then they just turn to these, you know what I mean? But they be trying to get over and suck up resources. They feel like everybody come over here and just take from America, man. And that's really what's been going on. They've just been taking to the point where they starting to own every goddamn thing in this mud.
100%. Well, listen, man, I'm about to shut the stream down. I appreciate y'all for popping up. Remember, tomorrow morning, 8:30 Central Standard Time, I will bring more news, more content. Like I said, we're going to start pushing on a daily to bring y'all the real news. And I remember, I want to hear from the people. You can always come up on the stream, support the Cash App, support the stream as I continue to do my due diligence with real journalism coming to y'all each and every day. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Q, for popping up. Thank you for the other gentlemen that came up on the stream today. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let me go ahead and we're going to go out like this, y'all.
Whoa. Yes, God. Yes.